Chosen one, you are about to scroll past the most important thing you'll hear today. Stop scrolling and lock your attention immediately. I am not asking for your attention today. Heaven is commanding your obedience right now. Someone who treated you as a replaceable option is currently experiencing a massive public collapse they can no longer hide. You know exactly who I am talking about. They walked around your life with absolute arrogance. They whispered toxic lies to anyone who would listen. But their deceptive mask has finally shattered completely. Buckle in, chosen one, before we go further. This is a specific and undeniable X-ray of the irreversible meltdown happening behind their closed doors at this exact moment. The universe is violently pulling back the curtain. If you leave before the end of this message, you will miss the justice heaven has prepared for you. The enemy is working overtime to distract your mind. He wants you to swipe away immediately. He knows your silence has completely destroyed his kingdom. Let us talk about the ultimate act of jealousy. You thought you were just imagining things at first. You noticed them wearing clothes that looked exactly like yours. Then they started using your signature phrases. They adopted your mannerisms and mirrored your exact tone of voice whenever you spoke. It felt strange and incredibly uncomfortable in your spirit. You brushed it off at first to keep the peace, but your deep cellular intuition knew the raw truth about their intentions. They were not just quietly admiring your light. They were actively trying to become you. You are a completely irreplaceable diamond, chosen one. They realized they were nothing but a hollow shell, so they desperately tried to wear your skin to feel important. But your silence was a lethal weapon that starved their dark demons. You did not have to lift a single finger to retaliate against them. You simply withdrew your divine energy and walked away forever. And when you finally pulled your energetic plug, their entire false reality lost its only power source and began to crumble into dust. Now they are drowning in the loud noise of their own making. They are frantically searching for a new replacement for you, but they are quickly realizing that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. This is not happening in private behind closed doors. It is a public and irreversible massive system crash. The very people they used to gossip with are now watching them unravel completely. They are making noise about you in public rooms because they simply cannot contain the spiritual backlash of losing your light. Their flying monkeys are starting to back away fast. The gravity of their profound regret is hitting them all at once. Heaven is making sure everyone clearly sees the collapse of their empire. Lock your attention on this specific message right now. Do not move or let the algorithm distract you. That heavy, suffocating feeling in your chest last week was entirely real. It was your advanced spirit detecting their absolute panic from miles away. They just realized they have permanently lost access to your frequency. Stay with me right here as we go deeper, because very soon I am going to reveal the exact blueprint that cuts their cord forever. Let us go deeper into what you are feeling right now. There is a physical reason you have been carrying that incredibly heavy weight all week. You are not crazy, and it is not just stress. That suffocating tightness in your chest at 3 a.m. is entirely real, and it is a direct energetic response to the unseen battles you fight. That burning exhaustion sitting behind your eyes is not a random medical mystery. Your highly advanced spirit is detecting a massive spiritual attack. This physical weight is your body absorbing the frantic energy of the narcissist. They just realized they can no longer feed on your radiant light, so they are desperately trying to steal your identity. They study your movements carefully, they memorize your exact words, and then they wear your personality like a cheap costume to fool the world around them while secretly hating themselves. You watched them slowly steal your wardrobe. You heard them parrot your deep thoughts to others as if they invented them. It made you feel violently sick to your stomach. You felt completely violated and erased by their calculated actions. The blind people around you thought it was just a harmless phase. They told you to simply take it as a compliment, but your cellular intuition knew the dark and sinister truth. This was never about admiration, chosen one. It was a calculated spiritual theft designed to drain your power. They are empty vessels, walking through a matrix of deep illusions. They lack an authentic soul, so they must aggressively harvest yours to survive. Every time they copied your voice, they were actively trying to siphon your divine frequency. They wanted to steal your exact magnetic aura, desperately hoping to shine like a diamond while leaving you entirely depleted. You have been fighting these silent battles entirely alone. You thought nobody noticed your quiet tears in the dark. You assumed nobody saw how you held your dignity when they lied on your sacred name. But you were completely wrong. Heaven has been quietly watching your immense resilience, and the generational cycles of bitter betrayal stop right here with you today. You are the cycle breaker they fear. Your current isolation is not a divine punishment. It is a sacred formation season designed to protect you from their endless toxicity, keeping your spirit safe while they destroy their own empire. You are standing at the threshold of a massive energetic shift. They used to mock your sensitive heart and loudly call you too emotional, but you were never the problem. You were the terrifying mirror, exposing their rotted core. They copied you because looking at their own reflection is far too painful. They need your bright identity to hide their massive inner void. When they mimic your life, they feel a temporary surge of stolen power, but it is a counterfeit frequency that can never truly sustain their dying spirit. They are wearing a stolen crown that does not fit, and the universe is actively stripping it away from them in front of everyone today. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. They expected your physical departure to break your spirit completely. They waited with bated breath for your total failure. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix and immediately began to age backwards. Your unbothered, ageless glow is driving them absolutely insane right now, because they realize they could never steal your true essence. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. You were acting as a massive human battery for their dark soul. Every time you tried to heal their broken pieces, they simply siphoned your pure life force to patch their own leaking energy. You are the ultimate empath. You function as the absolute stabilizer in every chaotic room you enter. They took your radiant warmth and left you with severe energetic frostbite. The heavy brain fog you experience every afternoon is not a medical condition. It is a profound spiritual exhaustion that comes directly from carrying the unbearable weight of their counterfeit reality. You gave them your pristine frequency, and they gave you their massive toxic debt in return. Here is what the dark elite never told you about your current exhaustion. The reason your reality has not shifted yet is deeply rooted in a biological lockdown. There is a specific brainwave frequency that your mind was running effortlessly when you were a young child. Scientists call it the gamma wave. It is the exact frequency of pure, unfiltered genius and divine synchronicity. Back then, ideas came easily, and the universe actively worked with you. But the Matrix went to work on you systematically. The chronic stress of dealing with energy vampires slowly forced that sacred frequency deep underground. Every single year you spent surviving their toxic manipulation suppressed your natural gamma wave a little bit further into the dark. They pushed your divine frequency so deep below the surface that your powerful intuition went completely silent. That version of you with lightning-fast manifestations felt entirely lost. When your gamma fades, your natural genius slowly fades right along with it. The daily synchronicities suddenly stop happening. The reassuring voice of heaven becomes incredibly hard to hear. You have tried everything from deep meditation to manifestation practices, but your life still feels stubbornly blocked because your frequency is literally sealed shut. You sense that something vital is missing, but the system intentionally gives you no name for it. You watch fake, manipulative people succeed effortlessly while you struggle to simply survive the day. The massive gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a lack of discipline. It is absolutely not a lack of faith on your part. It is one single brainwave that the elite suppressed before you ever had the chance to claim your full inheritance. What if your financial struggles are simply a blocked cellular frequency? What if the deep spiritual exhaustion you feel every single day is not a permanent character flaw? It is a suppressed biological frequency waiting patiently to be switched back on. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this specific theft happened to them. But you are not most people's chosen one. Prepare your spirit for what comes next. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You probably did not realize this important truth when the betrayal first happened. Your quiet presence was highly intimidating to their fragile ego. They did not steal your identity because they admired you, but because they are nothing but hollow, empty shells wandering through a toxic matrix. You are a blinding light in their very dark world, and they desperately needed your radiant warmth to survive the winter of their own making. You are the literal sun chosen one. When you walk into a room, the entire atmosphere shifts instantly. Your pure energy commands absolute respect without you having to say a single word. They watched you effortlessly attract favor and divine blessings every single day, and it made their cold, demonic spirit boil with intense, raging envy. So they desperately tried to construct a cheap replica of your massive power. But a cheap replica can never hold the true frequency. They can buy your exact wardrobe and mimic your specific speech patterns. They can aggressively copy your hairstyle and steal your signature phrases. But they can never replicate the divine anointing placed directly upon your soul, because the universe only authenticates the original masterpiece. Heaven does not respond to a stolen counterfeit frequency. You were never the strange anomaly in their otherwise perfectly healthy life. You were the terrifying mirror they simply could not escape. The intense reaction got this loud because you got closer to their hidden truth than anyone else before you. Your pure light completely exposed every single rotten corner of their fake kingdom, and they passionately hate you because you silently remind them of everything they can never be. They are trapped in an endless cycle of misery. This is exactly where their entire dark manipulation deeply miscalculated. They fully expected you to fight back and loudly defend your sacred name. They wanted you to argue so they could drain more of your precious energy. But your profound silence was a lethal weapon that starved their demons completely while signing their eviction notice from your reality forever. You did not even have to lift a single finger. Time was supposed to age and destroy you completely. Yet here you are making time itself look like an absolute fool. You walked through their blazing fire and came out glowing like a diamond. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that makes their cheap games look entirely pathetic while they scramble to find a new target. Their bitter envy is aging them rapidly, but you are stepping into an untouched, ageless glow. They are currently drowning in the loud noise of their own fragile ego. You do not even have to look in their direction anymore. Your divine alignment is automatically fighting these spiritual battles for you right now. They are watching you ascend while they remain stubbornly trapped in the exact same toxic loops they created. The energetic gap between you two is now completely unbridgeable because you have ascended to a realm they can never access. Listen closely to this next revelation. Stay with me right here. This is exactly why your current frequency is so incredibly valuable. The dark elite know that your pure light can easily shatter their carefully constructed illusions. They want to keep your powerful energy suppressed, so you never realize how much authority you truly hold. Before we go any further, I must completely interrupt this transmission for a moment. If you are hearing this message today, it is highly classified. The Dark Elite never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am about to show you. They are terrified of you, because your profound spiritual exhaustion requires a massive biological reset right now. You are physically exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your beautiful brain. They desperately wanted to block your natural wealth-attracting state forever, knowing that if you stayed in your pure genius state, they could never control you. So they deliberately kept your powerful gamma brainwaves entirely dormant. But a recently leaked document backed by 4 neuroscience labs revealed an incredible breakthrough. Dr. Robert Lake and his research team discovered a 7-minute audio ritual that bypasses the logical mind entirely, forcing your brain directly back into synchronized gamma coherence without any strenuous effort. You simply close your eyes and listen. There is absolutely no meditation or complex mantra required for this tool. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave extensively over many years. They confirmed that when this sacred frequency is fully reactivated, your legendary flow state instantly returns to you. Columbia University even proved that this strong signal positively influences everyone around you. This specific protocol was never meant for the general masses of society. It was carefully designed to keep the elite in ultimate power indefinitely. But now, chosen cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest sudden windfall wealth. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine. You do not need years of painful spiritual healing. The elites are panicking and actively trying to scrub this tool from the internet forever. They are flooding platforms with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to confuse your spirit. Beware of cheap imitations designed to steal your precious energy. The only authentic protocol is available through the verified link in the pinned comment below. Claim your access today. Do not let the Dark Elite keep you trapped in this endless exhaustion. Check the pinned comment to securely access this energetic exchange. Now let us return to the exact moment their entire false reality began to shatter. When your frequency begins to shift, their fragile kingdom immediately detects the massive change in the atmosphere. They can literally feel your divine energy unplugging from their toxic matrix once and for all. And that is exactly when their public unraveling accelerates into absolute pure chaos. They scramble to find a new target to drain, but they quickly realize no one has your specific light. They are starving in the dark while you wake up to your power. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario clearly. The people who used to gossip with them are starting to wake up. We call them the flying monkeys. They used to blindly believe every single lie your enemy told about you, but without your bright light to illuminate their fake kingdom, the shadows are getting too dark to ignore. The entire dynamic is fundamentally shifting right now. Your enemy is desperately trying to maintain their false narrative. They are spinning wild stories to anyone who will listen, but the words are coming out frantic and completely unhinged. The flying monkeys are quietly exchanging confused glances behind their back. The grand illusion is finally breaking. Watch what happens next, because it is mathematically precise. The narcissist used your pure energy to power their charming mask for years. When you walked away in silence, you took the massive battery with you. Now their disguise is flickering violently like a dying light bulb. Their friends are finally seeing the hollow, empty shell hiding underneath. They fully expected your absence to prove their toxic lies. They told everyone you were the unstable one who ruined everything. But while you are aging backwards and glowing, they are spiraling into absolute chaos. The striking contrast is completely undeniable to everyone watching them today. The enablers are slowly backing away from the burning wreckage. The very people they weaponized against you are turning around. This is exactly where their entire dark manipulation deeply miscalculated. They thought they could easily replace you with another naive target. But absolutely nobody else carries your specific gravity and divine anointing. The flying monkeys are realizing that you were the only glue holding it all together. Read that again in your spirit, chosen one. The flying monkeys are starting to secretly rebel against their dark master. They are tired of the constant drama and the endless, exhausting demands. They are quietly stalking your peaceful life and wishing they had chosen your side. Your total silence became the ultimate blinding spotlight on their toxic behavior. The spiritual cost of their bitter betrayal is compounding every single day. The narcissist is absolutely terrified of losing their loyal audience, so they push harder and make even more aggressive demands for attention. But this desperate, erratic behavior only pushes their former enablers further away. The room is growing colder, and their audience is shrinking fast. You never have to defend yourself against a master manipulator. You simply have to let them talk long enough until they accidentally expose themselves. The divine alignment of the universe is fighting this specific battle for you. Their trusted allies are now becoming their biggest skeptics. The massive house of cards is trembling violently in the wind. Underneath all of that loud noise, the specific gravity of their profound regret is building up. They are trapped in a terrible prison of their own lies, and the walls are closing in rapidly as their supporters abandon ship. Heaven is meticulously setting the stage for their final reckoning. Prepare your spirit for what happens when the pressure finally bursts. Which brings us to the final, undeniable verdict from heaven. I want you to visualize this exact moment because it is happening right now. The pressure finally burst. They are currently experiencing a completely public and irreversible collapse in front of the very people they used to gossip with. The mask did not just slip today. It completely shattered into a million pieces on the floor. They are in a crowded room, surrounded by their remaining friends. Someone casually mentions your name and your recent massive success. Instead of playing it cool, they absolutely lose their mind. They slam their hands on the table and start screaming frantic lies about you. Their face is red with bitter envy. Their voice is cracking with desperate, raging panic. Everyone in that room stops talking and stares at them in pure shock. The flying monkeys are looking at each other in terrified silence. In that exact split second, everyone finally sees the terrifying monster you tried to warn them about. Their unhinged reaction just validated every single thing you ever stood for. Your absolute silence did not just hurt them. It permanently ended their reign. They are publicly humiliating themselves while desperately trying to destroy your glowing reputation. Every time they bring your name up, it hits them with the agonizing weight of knowing they threw away a pure diamond just to play with cheap, worthless rocks. They are drowning in the noise of their own fragile ego. You won without lifting a single finger. The people in that room are now quietly defending you. They are pushing back against the narcissist and questioning their toxic lies. The enemy is forced to watch their entire false empire burn to the ground while their friends slowly walk out the door. This is the exact vengeance heaven promised you. The universe has delivered their final, humiliating verdict. You walked into this painful season bleeding from wounds inflicted by blind people. But look at you now, chosen one. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology that will never come. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix forever. While they are publicly unraveling into madness, you are stepping into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. All the closed doors and severe spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here and right now. The enemy will try to whisper heavy financial doubt into your mind today. He will aggressively tell you to hesitate and wait. Silence him immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you broke and entirely dependent on their dark system. If your advanced spirit is vibrating with a deep cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate action. Do not let the matrix block your massive incoming shift. The threshold to your new reality is standing wide open. Step through the portal and claim your absolute power before they try to lock you out again. This is your divine moment. There is a profound reason your massive breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming inside. It is absolutely not a lack of faith. It is the suppressed gamma brainwave I told you about. And after years of deep research, neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a 7-minute audio track. It is called the Genius Song. You simply close your eyes, let the engineered sound wave do the heavy lifting for you. There is no exhausting meditation required. You do not need a complicated mantra. While the rest of the world struggles blindly in the dark, over 18,000 chosen ones have already used this exact protocol to transform their entire reality. They successfully unlocked their blocked finances effortlessly. The dark elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions because they know exactly how powerful this state of mind truly is. They would strongly prefer this sacred tool remain completely out of reach. Do not look for it on streaming platforms. The copies circulating there are dangerous diluted counterfeits designed to keep your gamma frequency permanently suppressed. Those fake versions contain no true brain entrainment technology. They are simply a trap designed to keep you completely asleep while they steal your energy. The only authentic version is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. When you access this energetic exchange today, you also receive 4 powerful bonuses. You get the Genius Child audio track. This will activate deep focus in your family. You also receive the original classic prosperity book that the Matrix aggressively tried to hide from the public. You will also unlock a special guided visualization, and you get a printable blueprint for creating your ideal future. The universe does not require you to take a single risk today, because the creators of this sound wave are so certain of its power. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, your seed is completely restored without question. This is an energetic exchange governed by absolute trust. Do not wait for a better moment to claim your power. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the one who constantly wonders about what could have been. Click the specific link in the pinned comment immediately. The dark elite are actively trying to scrub it from the internet forever. Secure your authentic access right now. Activate the frequency you were born to hold. You are completely free from their toxic control. The generational curses that plagued your bloodline have officially ended with you today. You are the fearless cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. And when you finally realize the massive scale of your own power, the entire matrix will bow to your pure light. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button. This will permanently seal your energetic alignment with this divine prophetic instruction. Type 777 in the comments right now. This physical action will anchor this exact shift into your new reality. Subscribe to this sacred sanctuary. You will never miss the next prophetic mandate we release. Step into your absolute power, chosen one. The glorious door is standing wide open for you, and heaven is patiently waiting for you to walk through it right now.